to another Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video, wherever you are, whatever you may be doing. Thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd Family part of your day. We always greatly appreciate if you jump on here live here on this Saturday evening. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Make sure to give the video a like, a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so and share the video on all social media platforms. I hate to come on here so late. I know depending on where you are right now when you watch this video, but as of the live video, it's 11:30 on the East Coast, 10:30 in Dallas, Texas, and it's 9:30 in Provo, Utah, and it's 8:30 in Los Angeles, California. So 11:30 Eastern time seems kind of late, but I have not done a video the last 2 days. I didn't want to go 3 straight days with no video, and I was trying to let all 3 playoff games finish before I came on here. Have not did a video the last couple of days because I think everybody knows by now, but in case you don't, yesterday was my beautiful wife and I's 14-year wedding anniversary. So I've been trying to spend as much time as I could with her the last couple of days because I've still worked every day. She still worked every day, and our kids are out of school for the holidays. So it's been kind of hard, but I've been trying to spend every free second I have with her because of our anniversary. It's hard when you have small kids because you don't get no time to just, sit down and talk because they're always right there, especially when you got married in December and, your kids are out of school for the holidays. So that's why there's been no video the last couple of days. Now I'll have to do a video either tomorrow or Monday talking about all the bowl games coming up this week. There's not one tomorrow, but tonight I want to talk about all the bowl games from this past week. And I've already did one video about the college football coaching carousel. I have not done one yet about the transfer portal because it's not officially started yet. I think January the 2nd is when the window actually opens. Hey there, Jonathan. Glad to have you here on this Saturday evening. Appreciate you stopping by the channel. I believe it's January the 2nd when the portal actually opens. If so, that will be 2 weeks from yesterday. But of course, these players can come out now and say they're transferring, but you can't say where you're going until that day. But we've already had a bunch of quarterbacks enter the portal in the last couple of days. Missouri's Bo Prabula said he's transferring, and Nebraska's Dylan Raiola said he's transferring, and Iowa State's Rocco Becht said he was transferring. Now, Rocco Becht is more than likely probably going to go to Penn State following his coach, Matt Campbell, because Rocco Becht is a good quarterback, and he would walk on Penn State's campus and be their best quarterback right away. Hey there, Ben. Glad to have you here, and I hate to hear that you were choking on some chips. And thank you for the kind words, Jonathan. Thank you for watching the channel. Hey there, Jacob. Glad to have you here, and thank you, Jacob. Yesterday, my wife and I have been married 14 years. So it's been a wonderful, wonderful couple of days. Every day I get to spend with my wife. I really, really appreciate. Hey there, Melina. Glad to have you here. You have a very unique name, Melina. There used to be a female wrestler named Melina, but outside of her, that's a name you don't hear very often. So, Melina, I'm glad you are here. And Melina and Ben, I think it's y'all's first time here in the comments section. If it is y'all's first time being here, for whatever reason made y'all stop by the channel tonight, thank you very much. Feel free to give the video a like, a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, please do so and share the video on all social media platforms. But this week we had the Gasparilla Bowl where NC State dominated Memphis. Now, the last time I checked, it was 31-7. But I'll be honest with you, when it got 31-7, late third quarter, I stopped watching. I knew Memphis wasn't coming back, but NC State's had a prolific offense all year long, so them scoring 31 in three quarters didn't surprise me. What I was surprised by was the fact that Memphis has had a pretty good offense, and NC State's defense has been terrible, and Memphis just couldn't move the football. So NC State wins the Gasparilla Bowl. We had the Myrtle Beach Bowl, where Western Michigan beat Kennesaw State 41-6. Jonathan, come back and be with us some other time when you have more time. Hey there, Danny. Glad to have you here, and thank you for stopping by the channel here on this Saturday evening. We had the 38 Celebration Bowl, not 38, just a Celebration Bowl. And South Carolina State beat Prairie View A&M 40-38. SC State came back and won the game. And the Celebration Bowl is the two HBCUs that had the best season. And the winner of that gets to be the HBCU National Champion. So out of Orangeburg, South Carolina, the South Carolina State Bulldogs win the HBCU National Championship. Danny, I try to follow the World Cup and things like that. Soccer fan, but I do at least try to follow Cup. If soccer could have more action in it, I could watch. It's not that I don't like it, but how often do you watch a soccer game for 2.5 hours and the final score is 0-0? And a lot of times, a team don't even get past midfield and the ball goes back the other way. And then they play with a nonstop clock. And then when the clock expires, they add time to it. Why not do like every other sport does and just stop the clock? They try to make soccer too confusing, but I do try to follow the World Cup. We had the last LA Bowl, and Washington destroyed Boise State 38-10. The Salute to Veterans Bowl, Jacksonville State beat Troy 17-13. And then Old Dominion defeats South Florida 24-10 in the Cure Bowl. Hey, Haywood, glad to have you back, Haywood. It's been a while since I've seen your name in the comment section, so glad you're back. We're talking some college football and all the bowl games from this past week. Well, Dana, you go ahead and go to bed and come back some other time. Typically, I'm not on here this late, but I wanted to wait until all three playoff games got finished. So that's why it's so late. Normally, I'm not on here this late. Delaware defeats Louisiana 20-13 in the 68 Ventures Bowl. You have a Merry Christmas too. Dana didn't come back some other time. And then the Xbox Bowl, we saw Arkansas State beat Missouri State 34-28. And then the playoff games the last 2 days. I had a feeling that the best game of the weekend was going to be Miami and Texas A&M, and it was. I thought they were the two most evenly matched teams, and they were. And the game was fantastic. If you didn't watch the game and you just saw the score and saw the Hurricanes won 10-3, you would think, oh no, what a boring game. But really, it wasn't. Miami missed 3 field goals. A&M had a field goal blocked. And then A&M in the first half would move the ball down the field like crazy and just couldn't get points. So it's not like it was a punt fest. It wasn't. Now, there was some punts in the game, but it wasn't like every possession was a punt. I think A&M had 3 turnovers, including the game-ending interception in the end zone when they were down at about the 5-yard line trying to tie the game. But like I said, Miami missed 3 field goals. A&M had 1 blocked. Miami had a 55-yard punt return. So, both teams had the ball in opponent's territory all day long and just couldn't score. So Miami wins the game 10-3. Last night it looked like Oklahoma was going to beat Alabama again. They get out to a big lead. Bama comes back, ties it, ends up winning the game 34-24. But the weird thing about that game was, The last month of the regular season, for whatever reason, both teams' offense just disappeared. John Mateer was never the same quarterback after his injury, and Ty Simpson regressed in the last month. So it looked like the winner of that game might score 10 points and be enough because you had, two pretty good defenses against two offenses that just couldn't move the football. And then last night, both teams moved the football. Hey there, DM. Glad to have you here on this Saturday evening, DM. If it's your first time being here for whatever reason made you stop by the channel, thank you very much. Feel free to give the video a like, a thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed yet, please do so and share the video on all social media platforms. And I think everybody expected the Ole Miss game to be a blowout and the Oregon game to be a blowout. And I honestly thought Ole Miss would score again late in the game. Didn't need to. The game six today just to show Lane Kiffin, hey, we're better off without you. But they got to 41. That was clearly all they needed. But it's funny that Lane Kiffin has never won a playoff game, and he still hasn't since he left. So now Ole Miss has won a playoff game, but Lane Kiffin has still not won a playoff game. So round one is now over with. And as I said, I don't think there's a bowl game tomorrow. I checked the schedule earlier in the week, and I believe tomorrow's an off day, and the bowl games start back on Monday. And usually the week of Christmas is the week that features the majority of the bowl games. So there will be a ton of bowl games this week. Any thoughts on any of this? Please feel free to let me know. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. I just got fired from the ice cream shop. I told them I wouldn't work on Sundays. And that does it for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of three.